Playing some Iron Lung. It's a game that came out this year. My understanding, it's quite a short game. My understanding is that it's also about going into a submarine, a small submarine, in this red ocean, and exploring. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resource in a universe of barren moons, lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict, tasked with exploring this anomaly, in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside and the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. So, pretty grim setup. We're in this small metal tube with no training, and we have to find something. Let's press a key to continue.
Beginning your descent. Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by.
Alright, that depth is going down.
I'm seeing some voltage irregularities in the instruments, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that. Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing porthole shielding.
Cover that up.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so receive and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
And communications are out. We can move, we can interact, we can map. Get coordinates. What's B? 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of Moon AT5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of a fourth blood ocean. A trench beneath the ocean surface has several points of interest. Our task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. We can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. Since I can't navigate by sight, pay attention to my coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub controls will trigger if I'm getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. Right, so I can't see where I'm going. I have to pay attention to the coordinates and consult the map. There's the coordinates. That's depth. That's how much O2 I have. We have a drip, which is promising. Ah. Okay, that's taking a picture. That's what's in front of us, I guess. All right, so let's see. We're at 182, 116. All right, well, that's 180. So we're like somewhere around here, this wise. All right, what about 322, 186? I just enter the numbers. No, I cannot enter the numbers. Okay, these are the degrees. That's 186. But I'm looking for... Okay, no, Y should be 186. little beeper. Can I see? It's something. Something in front of us. An obstacle. Okay. Let's turn away. So 186, 161. It seems like where we are is this trench is pretty narrow. So, whoop. So if I'm like, what are we like here? So if we can turn, maybe we can reach our first point of interest. I guess the thing will be if something, if we get like something on the radar that shows an obstacle which doesn't appear to be a wall. Let's see. So like once we approach that, we should be like, there should be something in front of us. So 322, 186. We no music or anything. The only sounds we hear are the sounds of the submarine and the occasional drip. And the sound of something else, which doesn't sound like our submarine. Okay, we're almost at 322. Let's turn a bit more this way, maybe. Yeah, we're just about there. Oh. Is this close enough to get a photo? I don't see anything special. Once again, 322, 186. And that's where we are. It doesn't seem like there's anything there that's really helpful. I assume we can't do anything about this depth. We could look around, I guess. By the way, is this anything? Oh, okay. Query. Help? Unknown. All right. Well, I don't know if there is anything of interest at each of these points. Maybe there just possibly could be. It didn't really say what we're looking for. Just mentioned an anomaly. Well, I don't know if that's what it is we're looking for. Okay, yeah, check mark. There is a check mark. Okay, so the third number is our angle. That's what that's referring to. Okay. All right, so we want 378, 263. So if we're going up that way, then there is like a little like thing in right there. We shouldn't hit it. Yeah, it's gone. I don't think we can control the depth. I feel like that's fixed. 263, 378. So, 50. Well, there's that sound again. It's a friendly sound, I'm sure. All right. Kind of, I guess, similar to the first one. Kind of just like these white, narrow things coming out of the ground. Yep, that has been checked off. All right. 259, 406. Looks like we're turning northwest. Like from here. Maybe a little bit more. $259, 406. This is probably that bit right there. So maybe we're like going along that edge right here.
Oxygen notification.
Pardon? Oh. My oxygen went down a notch. I mean, I guess we figured that was going to happen. Guess we have a time limit on this. 259, 406. looks like this should be here. $259, $406, $296. All right, what we get? All right, a little bit more definition on this. They have like zebra stripes this time. And we got a check mark. All right, let's... move on to the next, which is going to be way out here. So we're going to be turning south. It's great when they mention at the beginning that you're a convict, since the implication is that the only way to get someone to do this job is to force them to. Alright, so now we're turning south. Alright, so let's see. Once we get to, what's this going to be? Like 375, like 325, 375, something like that. And that's when we would need to turn. It says something's below us. Looking at the map, it doesn't really seem like it would be. Maybe we're like going along this bit right here, possibly. So like something to the right at 354, so like this little bit right here. We're also at 390, so we're like, okay, like right there. All right, is this where we should turn? Should we be concerned about that? Well, guess there's nothing we can do about it. Alright, so if we are going out here, then that means 560, 277. We're like out here. So somehow there was something to the north, but it's gone now. Doesn't seem like that was an outcropping or anything, because there's nothing on the map about that. 560, 277. Oops. That should be close enough. What's the angle need to be? 43. I wonder if there's like a repair kit somewhere on here for like this. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they have like a pit to patch. They have a fire extinguisher. It's a bit more than I would have expected. Oh, there's a note here. Hold on. This is not an expedition. It is an execution. When they put you on here, they don't want you to return. Even if they do, even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars? If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. Well, there is something to be said about that, about maybe this being more freedom than we have up there. You could say that, possibly. Yes, more of this. Yep, we got it. Now we need to turn southeast to 613197. Yes? Six 13197. Okay. The angle is 55. What we got? The achievement says not a whale. Well, big skeleton. Maybe that's what those white things that have been sticking up out of the ground. They're rib bones? Possibly. Alright, then there's one off here, so we need to turn, what? Like northeast and go through a narrow thing. 864253. I'm sure being in waters where there's something that was able to take down something that size won't be a problem. Look, this sub's made of metal. It's much tougher than, you know, flesh and bone. We don't need to worry about it. This bit here, around, what, 775, 275, 275, we're about there now. Yeah. We're going through this narrow bit right here, I think. Well, maybe not. Alright, it did save that progress. Well, we still need to go to Actually, we are still here, aren't we? What's the angle supposed to be? 55. Okay, well, it did take us here. We have to go through a pretty narrow thing, but I guess we ran into a wall. Can we turn, like, the camera a little bit more? Just get a shot of its face. Alright, well, that's his face. I wonder how, like, how we get to the north side. Maybe, like, there's a passage right there. Maybe. But as far as... Oh, actually, this is not checkmarked off yet. No? Still not checkmarked? Am I not getting it exactly how it wants? Well, not... Well, 6-1... We're at 616. It wants 613. And then 55. So maybe we had to be a little bit closer for it to count. Okay, now that counted. I was a little off on the X. Alright, so now this part. The part we have to go through is very narrow. Hey, that's not spraying anymore. That leaky pipe. It's no longer leaking because I died. I assume we do need to go to all the points. I'm guessing that is required. I don't know if anything would happen if we just tried to skip ahead. Alright, something there. We're 243... No, I'm sorry, 743, 272. 743 and 27, like right about there. So, like, yeah, there is something to the north of us. Something to the south. Okay, so that's good then. That means we're in the passage, I think. 770, 270. 770... Yeah, like we're right in that narrow bit right there. So we keep going, and then there's going to be something in front of us there. Then we turn northeast. Whoop, no, not that. No, that's right, that's right. Turn like a little bit like that. Let's turn up a little. Let's see, we're at 814, 280. Yeah, so like that, like nib right there is sticking up. We can just keep moving forward. Okay. We're now 836, 289. Like around here, 28, like around... Okay, so now we can turn to 86... Turn southeast. 864, 258. Okay. 209 is the angle. Kind of just looks like a log. I mean, they really should have equipped a higher resolution camera on this sub. Well, we got the check mark. I think if this expedition was so important for us to find out what this anomaly is, they probably should have splurged on a good camera. I don't know. Okay, go up and north a little bit. We want to be where? Like, around 270? Yeah, we're at about 270 now. Now let's turn west. Something right in front of us. We are at 239, 271. No, 839, 271. Says something's in front of us. The map doesn't really indicate that. There's like, yeah, there's stuff in front of us. Let's see, 837, 271. I don't know, the map kind of makes it seem like there's... Kind of makes it seem like there's, like, empty water in front of us if we're, like, around here. Alright, why don't we turn north a bit? Thing in the south is blinking faster. Maybe it's like this little thing coming up right here. Alright, we're at 791, 287. 791. Okay, so like we need to turn southwest. Alright. Alright, we're going through the passage. It's probably fine. 237, 261. Right here. All right, keep going. There's going to be something in front of us, and we'll go south a little bit to avoid that, I think. There's nothing on our radar. Must be just a little bit... You know, the sub is just settling down, you know? Little creaks and bumps. It's probably fine. Or 547. And 352. So around... Oh, actually, we want to turn north here, I think. Let's see. We want to keep going north until we get to, let's say... Well, let's... A little after 500. Maybe like 520. Or, you know, maybe not because there's something in front of us. 549, 387. So around here. Oh, okay. We're going to go up into that. We need to turn this wise a bit. See, with 578, 419. So here, like around here. Yeah, just keep going north. Smooth subbing. I was about to say let's turn and take a picture, but I guess not. 574, 478. Like around here. We're still going north. Now, what did we want to go north to? Like 520, around that. Head east. Oh, head east to what? 623, 520. Okay. 623, 520, 63 degrees. Picture time. Well, we did see a big skeleton. Now we got a big spine. Well, looks like we checked it off. Whatever it is, it's big enough that it's not fitting on our screen. All right, nothing that way. Yeah, it just keeps on going, doesn't it? All right. I guess it's just a spine. Just kind of there. All right. So I'm guessing there's a passage right there. Kind of like it's fuzzy. So we're going to turn straight west. Until, like, what? 370, maybe? Let's say. We're at, let's see, 521. We're getting close to that. Maybe turn away a little bit. Something in the south, like maybe this bit right there.
Oxygen notification.
Yeah, I was just thinking that it was that oxygen had been holding out for a while. Just reminding us, it is limited. So we were looking for around 370. We're just about there. All right, so if there is a passage, and don't know if there is, there might not be, but I'm guessing like this bit on the map, there might be, it looks like there's something there. So we're going to head straight north. And if we hit something, it should be at around, what, a little after 550? All right, we're a little after 550. Turn a little bit, maybe. Or maybe not. Nice and steady. As long as something doesn't appear in front of us, you should be fine. All right. Should be widening out now. And if that's the case, then I guess the closest one, I guess we could go left to get this one, then this one, and then up here to get this one probably. So let's see. Let's go up to around 660 and then turn west. How far would we be going? Like, this stops at, probably like around 180, 170, 180 maybe. Oh. Precious oxygen. it's a good thing we had good thing we had this here. Good thing they equipped us with a fire extinguisher. Anyway, can't let that get in the way of our mission. Something up top? Okay, yeah, so we'd be going through this. It's to be expected. We're gonna get to around 180. And we need to go south. Approaching now. Start turning now. Oh, hey, there's like a little one right there. Any other tiny ones? Doesn't seem so. How far are we going? It's gonna like turn on. Okay, so let's do that like this direction. We're looking for 180 and 576. Well, nothing we can do about that. I feel like our vision is becoming distorted. It's probably fine. We probably don't need to worry about that. I don't think. The angle is 184. We're just so focused on the mission, is the thing. We're so excited about it. It represents our enthusiasm. Photo. Achievement says question marks. Well, we got it. Whatever it is. Let's get a little bit more of it. I mean, I don't know what that is, but it's here. We have it. Okay, our vision is stabilizing. I guess it was our proximity to whatever that was causing that. There's a bump, but that's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see. We're going up to around 660. And then turn east. And what a fun expedition. This is, I mean, this has to be much more interesting than being in prison. Let's see. We're at 313,662. 31366. We're here. Well, we made really good time. If we're 313662 is here. We, like a second ago, we were here, and we just got shot out of there somehow. And we made really good time. All right, where are we going? 325-741. All right, 325-741, angle is 18. Photo time. Well, that counts as completing that. Can we get anything more of that? Looks like a skull. Well, only 1 point for us to do now. I don't know what information we've been learning from this. Let's see. We want, let's say 690. I don't know if this is valuable information that the government needs. I don't know. But at least we've gotten out of prison, got some fresh air. I mean, it's not fresh air in here. But we got to see some sights through the eyes of a black and white low-resolution camera. We get some alone time, you know? Like that note said, it's kind of like true freedom in here. Like, it's a time limit on that true freedom. We can't just take this sub and leave because we have limited O2 and no food or water down here. But, you know, in this limited amount of time, it's kind of nice. All right, we're traveling to the east until we get to, what would we say? Like around, let's say, 580. Well, I mean, it's not here now. And that's the important part. Very photogenic fish. Knew just how to get into position for it.
Oxygen notification.
Well, there's not much we can do about that. Well, we are going to what appears to be the last point. So at least there's that. Doesn't seem there's much left on this expedition. Oh. That is a problem. Anyway, we're at 580. Let's turn north. I feel that this sub is not... I feel like there are standards... There's compliance that's not being met with this sub. I feel like we should be able to issue a complaint. Assuming we get back. We are at 599 and 735. 599. 735 is around here. Right, so let's turn fully north. We're doing this until we get to, what, 770, let's say. Okay, we're at 770. We're doing this until we get to... What is this? This is going to be like 675. Okay. Turn north. Directly north. And we're going until 828. Alright. Angle is 295. Good. 295, yes. Alright, let's take a photo. Well, I guess we never got to take that last photo. It seemed like that sub wasn't making it back anyway. The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench, as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse, its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, what's left of it, is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. Does there really have to be? And the achievement is called Beyond the Veil. And that's our playthrough of Iron Lung. I like that a lot. That was a nice little short game. It's different from your usual horror games in that very slow burn kind of thing. Where it's just like, hey, here's a hopeless situation. It's a hopeless situation inside and outside this sub. It's not like things are going to be better outside this sub, but you've been put in this claustrophobic tiny metal tube in the very low chance that maybe you might be able to find something hopeful in this blood ocean, take some pictures. And I do like how, I mean, I'm sure it was all scripted, but I do like how there were things happening which reminded you of like a time limit, like the oxygen going down, or how it starts to fill up with water, or how the pipes start to leak. But still, you take your pictures, you take your photos, because it's what you're there to do. And what was any of that? Well, we don't know. We're just a cog in the machine. We're nothing. We're no one. We're a convict that was forced to do this. So, was there anything in the ocean that could give anyone hope? Maybe. There was that weird thing. Remember the weird thing? We looked at it and our, like, vision started jumping around. And then when we moved away from it, we suddenly apparently got teleported. So that was something weird. We don't know what that was. And, I mean, we got killed by a big fish. But a big fish is explainable. It's like a big fish that lives in the blood ocean. And that's kind of it. I mean, the government of mankind doesn't know what we saw. It doesn't know about the weird thing that we found down there. Maybe that was something that could have offered hope. But the government doesn't know about that. Nor do they know about the big fish. But the big fish is not really that interesting when it comes to the survival of humankind. It's not that big of a deal, really, in comparison. But maybe the knowledge of the weird teleporty thing down there, maybe that would have been important, but it's knowledge that goes without being shared. Information wants to be free, they say, but this information is not free. It came at a high price, and that price was that we were eaten by a giant fish. That's Iron... I like this game a lot. I thought, you know, it's short, but it's the right length. I don't know if you could do this for very long, but I really liked the... I thought this had a good balance. I thought this makes... You know the idea of how something is scarier if you use your imagination than if you see it. And I think that this game does a good job of doing that. They close you off in the sub. There are no windows. You can't see outside. You have your map, you have your coordinates, you can take a picture of what's out there, and that's kind of the extent of it. And, yeah, I really like this. I would be interested in seeing more from this developer. I don't know if the developer intends to do more with this setting. Because there is, like, you know, exposition. There is story that is set up. But, maybe the outcome of the story is just, it's hopeless, universe is dying. Maybe there could have been something to help at the bottom of that ocean, but no one knows about it now. And that's Iron Lung.